my soul tribe. Thank you so much for joining this New Moon in Leo monthly reading. First of all, happy birthday to all the Leos. Probably you're having your birthday either around the very end of July or the first 3 weeks of August. And if you're a Leo, happy birthday, and I wish you guys having a wonderful celebration. This new moon is all about our creativity, our inner child. Because Leo, this energy has a lot to do with fun, creative expression. Also, Leo is related to all children. Every little kid is naturally a Leo. And so this month, there is a very strong theme about finding your inner child, looking for what makes life beautiful for you, what makes you laugh, what do you want to create, and how would you like to be expressive about your identity. Now, however, when we're looking at this new moon, we're seeing there's a very tight opposition between the new moon and Pluto. In ancient mythology, Pluto is a god of the underworld. Now, whenever in astrology we're seeing any planets forming an opposition or square or conjunction with Pluto, naturally there is a sense of fear, there's a sense of intensity, there's a sense of paranoia. And so this new moon could be asking us this question. While we are ready to show ourselves out, right? Whether we are really ready to take the center stage and show people our creativity. Because there might be an urge for you to really let people see how you shine, but also at the same time, you might be suffering from a lot of fear, right? This could be about this, right? Opposing forces, right? On one side, you really want to create, you really want to be seen, you really want to, get yourself out there. But at the same time, you're also afraid of, for example, failure, afraid of judgment, and afraid of any type of negative possibility that could lead everything to failure. And so this month, this is a very important lesson for us to learn. And if you ever suffer from any of these tendencies in life, this new moon in Leo could be a very good time for you to release that fear, right? Do your meditation, do your spiritual journal, right? And just become more aware of that tendencies. Now, at the very beginning of this video, I have provided you guys with 3 different options here. You can see there are 3 magicians. We have the magician of thunder, we have magician of fire, and finally, we have magician of water, right? Pick whatever you resonate with for this new moon in Leo. And we're going to start with our pile number 1. So see you very soon in your pile. Hello, my pile number 1. You have chosen the magician of thunder, this picture. Well done. Now, let's have a look at what is coming up for you during this new moon in Leo period of time, okay? Now, first of all, we're going to use Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Let's have a look at what's the energy there for you, okay, in all different areas of your life. Now, this month, we're going to do the reading a little bit differently. I'm going to lay out all the cards out, and we're going to talk about them as a full picture, okay? Very good. Thank you, universe, right? Let's have a look at the energy for people who are choosing pile number 1, the magician of thunder. Okay. Ooh. Wow. Pile number 1, you guys are having an amazing time, okay, this month. Very good. Now we're just going to pull a little bit more cards, all right? Thank you, universe. What's the energy for our pile number 1, okay? Beautiful. Okay. All right. Well, I'm taking my time to finish the spread. You can do your meditation. You can make your wishes for this month, okay? And let's see what's happening in there. Oh, beautiful energy. Okay. Oh, okay. So I see number 5, that would go to here. All right. Beautiful. Okay. And finally, we're going to pull also one card as your general advice, okay? From Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. Let's have a look. Wow, okay, one card flipped out by itself. We're seeing the Anira here. Okay, very interesting. Now we have finished the whole spread. Pile number one. The first thing that I'm actually seeing here on this spread is that you're starting energy this month. That is very, very exciting. This could be about you're really looking forward to some kind of travel or expansion, or you're really looking forward to do something new to you. All right. Now, when I say new, there are many, many different things that could be new. For example, when it comes to work, this could be about you needing to wanting that excitement, wanting that new expansion, learning new things, new knowledge, all right, things like that. So, for example, if you are in a job that is very, very stable, maybe let's say short time is okay, but long term you might be feeling a little bit bored because deep down you have this very strong spirit of travel, expansion, adventure. Okay, that is very, very strong there. Now, what I'm also seeing here is that with your work, whoever is choosing pile number one, your work is actually very stable. Okay, there are actually a lot of new knowledge for you to learn during this month. What I'm seeing here is actually there could be some small changes within the team you're working in or within the small department that you're in. Now, if you are actually running your own business, this could be about some daily operation that could be quite sudden. Let's say maybe you have already planned your day and suddenly your client calls you, they want to see you now, or some kind of email coming in very quickly and you have an urgent project to do, right? So at an operational level, right, on a daily basis, pile number one, things could get a little bit chaotic, and this will really require you to be calm and to be very balanced, all right? But this is actually good because while you are dealing with this chaotic situation, new knowledge, new information, and new wisdom will also come to you. Now, however, in terms of your company or let's say the career long-term path, very, very stable. Okay, so the so-called chaos or change is not about, oh my God, am I going to lose my job? Oh my God, the company are they going to do restructuring and I'm going to be laid off, right? Things like that. No. Okay, at a career path perspective, it's actually quite stable. What I will also say is that whatever company you work for, Pile, number one, they're also quite nurturing in the way that they will know how to take good care of their employees. All right. Literally, I've seen Sari sitting in the 10th house, a little bit like the company will actually provide food, right, to their employees, right? And maybe they prepare breakfast for you, or they have, in the kitchen, they have snacks, right? Things like that. So that's actually very, very nice. So work-wise, I'm actually seeing good things happening this month for you. All right, now let me see if there's any other information there. Yeah. Also, one of the things regarding your daily operation, some kind of like relationship management or partnership management that is required. And because you got Uranus in there, this could be about you meeting new partners in work, okay? New partnerships, new collaboration. This could be about you working with people either internally or externally, right? Could be new clients as well, right? And some of them actually can happen quite sudden, or can, maybe they reach out to you suddenly, or you suddenly, maybe your team is hiring a new teammate, right? And then you will need to work together with them, something like that. Okay, like what I said, could be internal or it could also be external. But this is actually very, very nice. What I would say about this is just there's a lot of daily operation that you will do in terms of managing relationships, in terms of dealing with people, finding the balance, right? There is a very strong Libran energy, okay, in your work zone. So not bad at all. Okay, very, very good. Now, in terms of, I'm gonna pull, let's see, one card from Tarot, okay, and see what other things, right? That we could see very soon happening for your work. Okay, actually, let's get 2 cards. Okay, thank you, universe, for our pile number 1. Ooh, 1 card jumped out. We got 5 of swords. Okay, one more. Thank you, universe. All right, just one more for our pile number 4. Their work. All right, so we're gonna pull the card on top, right? And we've got the Page of Sword. Oh, very interesting. So this energy tells me that when it comes to your communication, always make sure that you are trying to be diplomatic, right? Earlier I said, some kind of, let's say new people coming in, new email coming in, right? Or suddenly you might have a new project you have to handle. This Five of Swords tells you that it's possible that occasionally you might feel a little bit overwhelmed. So this balancing is very, very important. And the Page of Sword after that is saying to you that calm your mind down. Sometimes I'm seeing Page of Sword could be literally a lot of document things you have to deal with. Okay, so this is also about maybe you need to sign new contract, right? Or maybe you're trying to bring new clients in and there needs to be paperwork, right? Issue, PDFs, right? You need to make PPT, whatever these kind of things. Page of Sword has a lot to do with document and emails that you have to do, right? At a very operational level. And so these things could actually be a little bit overwhelming depending on the day, right? There could be 1 day or 2 days, during this month that you are just super, like overwhelmed by those operational documents that you have to handle, you have to take care of. Now, the other thing that I'm also seeing here is that I'm trying not to struggle too much. Sometimes, you know, things are chaotic and just that's just what it is. And trying not to feel like, oh, I wish, things were easier or I wish I could be, more relaxed. Because you know what, pile number 1, when you really get to that relaxed stage, you will feel bored. You will feel like, you know what, I want to do something more than just, this kind of like boring things, right? So this month, I think it could be a very good month for you to find the right balance between chaos and stability. All right. Now, the other thing that I also want to say to you is that this month seems like you're thinking about love a lot. Okay. You got Jupiter in the 5th house and the Sun, Venus in the 7th house. So what I'm seeing here is a lot of fun dating or flirting or, maybe there's someone that you like. Okay. Jupiter in the 5th house could be someone who is far away from you. Okay. It could be a foreigner. Okay. When I say foreigner, meaning someone who has a very different cultural background from your background. Okay. So for example, let's say if you are Chinese, this person could be a Westerner, right? Or let's say maybe if you are Indian, this person could be maybe from Europe, right? Things like that. So there's some sense of like foreign energy there, but it's very light-hearted and very fun. And I'm really, really seeing there's a strong sense of attraction there. However, having said that, pile number 1, one thing you need to know is that whatever this person that you're attracted to, there's more for you to discover. And the reason is because I'm seeing here, there's a lot of mystery energy, okay, around your relationship in the 7th and also in the 12th house. So this could be saying that at this moment, you feel the attraction, or during this month, you will feel the attraction toward, you will feel very drawn to someone. But you might have a lot of questions in your mind about, do they like me? What do they think of me? What are they trying to do with me? Right? What's the answer for this, right? It's almost like, okay, we're talking, we're chatting, right? We're talking about a lot of positive things. I'm having a great time communicating with this person. And I love, messaging each other, right? So this is all good, all right? But it's almost like you are talking, but you are not talking about the thing that you really want to hear. Meaning that, okay, maybe we're talking about traveling, we're talking about philosophy, we're talking about life, right? We're really clicking and we're having a great time. And then what? Do you like me? Do you want to be with me? Right? Is it what it is? Or, we're just chatting because we're good friends, right? It's a little bit like that kind of energy. So one thing that I will say to you, my pile number 1, is that when it comes to love and relationship, this month, you need to be more casual. You need to be a little bit more lighthearted compared to, it's all about, but what does this mean, right? Are we going to be together? Are you looking for relationships, right? Blah, blah, blah. Now, of course, if you are brave enough to ask this question, right? What are you looking for, right? I like you. Do you like me? Of course, if you're brave enough to communicate that, sure, all right, that will make things much easier. But more often than not, we don't want to ask, right? Because we don't want to rock the boat. And we also feel like, we don't want them to think that we are impatient or we are pushy or we're needy. Okay. Now, one of the things, because of this kind of little bit struggle in there, I can see even though you're having a great time, you're also kind of like, but what does that mean? Okay. So a little bit like that energy. Let's pull two more cards, right? And see what other things are happening with this. This is very, very funny. All right. Thank you, universe. Let's have a look at Pound One's love life. Okay, what's the energy happening? Thank you, universe. Two cards. All right. We are seeing Three of Pentacles and we are seeing the Chariot. Beautiful. Now, for a lot of you guys, okay, by the way, this is a general reading. Take what resonates. For a lot of you guys, this person has some work relationship with you. Now, when I say work relationship, I'm not talking about this person necessarily is your colleague or your boss, right? But somehow there could be some important learning or collaboration, okay, in terms of work, or maybe if you're a student, he could be a classmate or someone related to your school or whatever that is, or to your industry. Maybe you meet this person through an event, professional networking, or whatever that is. There's some kind of, yeah, it's not just about, a dating, but I'm definitely seeing there's something that could be working right together very well with this person. So if you ask me, if this is the right person for you, Three of Pentacles and the Chariot tells me that this is not just purely dating and love and sexual attraction. Because Three of Pentacles, this card has a lot to do with collaboration, work, and study and learning. So my question for you is, this person that you have on your mind, is this person contributing to your career? Does this person have any collaboration for you to do with? Is there any type of learning, study, mutual help happening in the situation? If there is, awesome. And this could be very, very good. By the way, this person has got Jupiter in the first house, Jason in the ninth house, and we're also seeing the Chariot. There's a very strong possibility that this person in the second half of the year will travel. Okay, now for those of you guys who are dealing with someone far away from you, this could be a great opportunity for you to meet if you are living in different cities. This could be about maybe you two planning a trip together, or maybe you can invite him on a trip, because I'm seeing there's a very strong possibility that this person will travel. Okay, very, very good, actually. Yeah, so if you are far away from each other and you want to see each other, travel could be a great thing to do. The other thing that I'm also seeing here is that I'm not seeing any harm, okay, related to this relationship. I think that whatever person that you're attracted to this month, or you're feeling such a strong pull towards, this person, generally speaking, is a very positive energy, and they are positive influence in your life. Okay, very good. Now, by the way, in terms of money, finance, it's actually okay. All right. I'm not seeing any problems with money. However, there could be some strategic communication happening regarding your money. Maybe this could be about, maybe you're talking to people looking for advice regarding finance, right? How to make more money, how to make better investment, right? How to, maybe what kind of deposit you should make, right? What kind of deal you should take from the bank, right? In order for you to increase your finance. Okay, so I'm actually seeing you seeking advice in that part as well. Right, very, very good. All right, group number one. This is a general reading that I'm seeing for you. Career, love, and a little bit financial energy, also your own energy. This month, the most important thing is just to be adventurous. Try not to feel insecure, because you got this, your nearer energy says insecure here, okay? So this energy could be saying that maybe you have a lot of things you want to manifest, but you're also a little bit afraid. Do you remember at the very beginning of this video, we talked about this new moon in Leo opposing Pluto? Paranoia, suspicion, fear, okay? Let those things go. And one of the most important thing I think for you is just know your value. Know that you are talented. Know that you are beautiful. If you're a guy, you're handsome, right? You have everything you need in order to manifest what you want. So if things are slow, I don't want you to think that it's because of you are not good enough. just know that there's always a divine timing, and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much, my beautiful pile number one. And I wish you a wonderful week ahead. I'll see you very soon in the next reading session. See you later. Hello, my beautiful palm number two. You have chosen this wizard, right? The wizard that is holding fire in his hands. If you are resonating with this image, this is a reading session for you. First of all, we're going to use Oracle of the Celestial Deities and Oracle of the Star Code Oracle, right? We're going to do a full spread. So it's a little bit different from our previous reading. I'm going to read different areas of your life during this new moon in Leo cycle, all right? All right, pile number two, all right? I'm just tuning into you guys' energy, and let's see what's happening there. All right. Also, we're gonna have a look at here, all right? So I'm just gonna pull one card from, okay, so we're gonna get one card from here, and very good. All right, guys, so give me a minute. Let me just quickly finish this spread, right? And we're going to have a look at what's coming up for our beautiful pile number two. Number two, all right, it's very nice. Oh, there's the universe, right? It's 13 cards. Okay, very good. Okay. Hmm. Very nice. Okay, very good. And I'm gonna pull one more card from Oracle of the Mythic Heroes, right? And see what's the guidance here for our pile number two. Oh, okay. Pegasus assistance. Very good. So, pile number two. The first thing that I'm actually seeing here for you is that a lot of you guys this month, there's a very strong urge to travel. Okay, you've got Mercury sitting in the first house in the constellation sign of Sagittarius. This energy is about our desire to travel, to communicate, and to meet people, right? To expand our horizons. This could be a month that you actually will meet a lot of new people, because at the same time, I'm also seeing Jupiter sitting in the 11th house in the house of Libra. Now, this energy together with Mercury is about you maybe being invited to events, going to some kind of social gatherings, parties, activities, and you will have the opportunity to meet a lot of new people. Specifically, Jupiter in the 11th house has a lot to do with meeting people of a different cultural background. So this could be about you going to an event and meeting a lot of foreign people there. Or maybe it's you're in your own country, but you're going to a very international event. So there's a lot of people, with different nationalities and cultural background. All right, so that could be actually very, very good. And because you got Pegasus, this card as an advice. Okay, now this card usually tells me that the better social connections you have, the more help and the more assistance you will be able to bring. So one thing, pile number two, that you will need to know is stop being a hermit, right, in your own way, which I don't think you will anyway, because Mercury in the first house is really showing you have this strong urge to connect. I'm literally also seeing a lot of you guys actually are interested in discovering new things, meeting new people, learning foreign culture, and things like that. So that's actually great. Now, with your work, I would say this new moon in Leo cycle for you is more about flowing, okay? I'm not really seeing a lot of major changes. You got Neptune in the fifth house and you got Venus in the 10th house. So one of the things about your work is, again, this month, there's a very strong theme of relationship management and dealing with people. Venus in the 10th house, together with Eros and Jupiter, is really saying that this month, it's very important for you to look at how to manage your internal relationships, meaning if you work for a corporate environment, This could be about you managing your relationship with your coworkers, with your boss. And when it comes to dealing with clients, let's say, for example, if you're client facing, or you run your own business, the Venus is also talking about balancing relationships with them. The other thing about Venus is Venus has a lot to do with beauty, art, design, anything that is to do with the beautiful things, or maybe even things related to women, right? Femininity. So Venus in the 10th house also is asking you what kind of so-called packaging or marketing that you might need to focus on. Because Venus in the 10th house with also arrows in the ninth house. So a little bit like the universe is asking you, hmm, okay, we know you're good at what you do, but how would you like to package it? How would you like to market it? And how would you like to make it look beautiful? So one of the typical things I can think of is, for example, if you run a business, right? Do you have a very attractive website? Do you have a very attractive Instagram account, professional account for your business? If you are actually working for a company, for example, if you are a salesperson, are you presenting yourself in front of your clients in a very attractive way? Because now I'm seeing this the god of love and the goddess of love, right, sitting in your work zone and also in your advertising, in your marketing zone. So it's a little bit like saying that, focus more on the presentation, right, for your business this month, and this will help you a lot. Now, Neptune sitting in the fifth house, in the sixth house, is basically telling you that try not to control everything in terms of daily operation. A lot of the opportunities could come to you to ensure your stability in a very unexpected way. And so, for example, you could be thinking, okay, today I've got nothing to do, right? I don't really have any appointments, and then Neptune is like suddenly brings clients to you. And what you need to do is not to be in this kind of chaotic situation, but let things naturally be. All right. Let things naturally come to you. It's very important. Now, I actually see this could be very beneficial for you. Specifically, you've also got Uranus in the second house. Uranus trine Neptune. It's about unexpected events and surprises. Well, you are able to embrace them in. Okay. And again, very strong energy with beautiful things, creativity, art, design, right? Intuition, these kind of soft things. So if you're already working as a designer or work in the industry that requires a little bit of creative expressions, this month could be the focus, right, for you. Very good. And again, with Pegasus as your advice, with work, this also tells you that don't be afraid to ask for assistance and help. For example, again, I'm going to use the example I used earlier. If you are a salesperson and you want more clients, Pegasus could be saying that you can ask your existing clients to refer people to you. If you're running your own business, this could also be about you actively asking your customers or your clients what you need from them and what you want from them, and there will be help coming your way. There could also be some very interesting travel coming up for you, okay? And the travel looks very much fun. So it could be about your personal trips, right? If you're going on holidays, if you are having some work trip, I'm also seeing those work trips being fun for you. So it's not just, 100%, work, meetings, right? I'm actually seeing the trip actually quite enjoyable in terms of, there will be entertainment, right? There could be some kind of what's the right expression? Some, entertaining element in this work trip anyway, if you're traveling for work. All right. Very, very nice. The other thing that I also want to say is that this month could be a great month for you to really consult maybe a professional regarding your finance. So this could be about having a financial advisor, or this month could be about you maybe learning something or becoming more knowledgeable about how to manage your money and your finance. Uranus in the second house could be saying money comes and goes quite suddenly and quite beyond your expectations. But you got Athena in the eighth house in Cancer. So this energy could be talking about maybe managing finance related to your family, related to the home, right? Athena brings a sense of strategy as well. Eighth house rules anything to deal with your joint finance, right? Your resources shared with you by other people. So I think especially when it comes to things related to tax, debt, right? Investment, even, some kind of, easy investment you do, like, for example, time deposit, with a bank, right? As easy as that. Athena could be saying that there could be some strategy you can bring to your finance during this period of time. Now, when it comes to love, okay, relationship, my beautiful pound number two. What I'm seeing here is that if you are single and if you say there's someone that you're interested in, this person could be a little bit far away from you. Okay, when I say far away, this could be about physically, this person literally living in a place that is a bit far away, or this could be about maybe you're feeling this person's energy is a little bit distant. Okay, maybe even if they live in the same city with you, maybe they don't really see you very often, so it feels like they live thousands of miles away. And one of the things that you will have to really do during this period of time is to overcome your fear of loss, overcome your fear of, but what if I lose this person? What if they are not going to be with me for a long time? What if, they change their mind, right? Or whatever, when time goes by, if I don't rush, if I don't, make this a proper relationship, then they're going to be gone, right? There could be some insecurity that I'm actually seeing related to relationship and love. Now, because your Mercury is in Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter in the 11th house in Libra, and one of the things I really feel is that it's very, very important for you to know that how to cultivate a very healthy sense of friendship. Now, this actually includes a friendship with someone that you're attracted to. A lot of good results regarding love for you, okay, pile number two, comes from this strong sense of friendship anyway. And so if you are single, you have no one that you are thinking about, this is really telling you that starting from socializing, starting from networking, starting from just making friends. And if you already have someone that you're interested in, but you're not in a relationship with them, this energy also tells you to release your sense of fear. Okay, releases insecurity that you feel about. But what if this doesn't last, right? Things like that. And the best way for you to keep someone, to make sure that they will always be there with you, they will always think about you, they will always miss you, is to learn how to be that person's best friend in their life. Okay. Very, very nice. Now, because your Venus is in Virgo, actually sitting in the 10th house, this could also be saying that love could also happen when it comes to things related to work. Okay, this could be about maybe someone you meet or you have a connection with in your work zone, professionally speaking. Venus Virgo is related to our daily operation, and the 10th house has a lot to do with your public reputation, your professional development, right? So there is a strong sense of work-related love energy here as well, but take what resonates. But in general, I would say this month actually is working out very well for you. I'm gonna take a little bit extra card, right, for your work and for your love first, and then also for your work. Okay. Thank you, universe. Let's see what's the advice or what's the energy, right? Therefore, power number two regarding love and romance. Thank you, universe. Two cards. We got Two of Pentacles and we got the Empress. Okay, so exactly like what I said, Two of Pentacles usually is talking about you juggling work, learning, study, work, right? Things like that. And you got Empress, which is about feeling abundant, right? Let your own sense of generosity and the sense of, unconditional loving energy come out. Two of Pentacles and Empress could also be talking about you needing to sort of like bring love to your work, bring love to the what's the right word? Sometimes, when it comes to work and career and love, they are not completely separate. I'm literally seeing Two of Pentacles as you looking at love and looking at work, and at the same time thinking, okay, how do I juggle that? Or how do I make sure that they go smoothly with each other? Specifically, if your love interest is someone related to you, your work or your study. Now, the Empress card tells you that there's absolutely no evil intention there. There's absolutely no danger in there either. And so what I really want to tell you guys regarding love is that if you are very attracted to someone related to you, your work, trust it, give it time, and give that generosity and give that sense of, care and love and and compassion, let's say, to this person. And I do believe that you will be growing this much, much better. Okay. And it's very possible that you two might end up together, right? Now, with your work, it's very interesting because for group number two, I really see love and work kind of like entangled together, which is kind of interesting, you know? Let's have a look. Okay, for work, for your success, what you need to do for our part number two, two cards, right? From Mythic Tarot. Thank you, universe, all right? Two cards. We've got Ace of Sword, beautiful, okay? Clarity, contract, document. We got the Chariot, beautiful. This is a successful outcome, okay? Successful progression towards some kind of agreement, contract. Ace of Sword is a card of victory and clarity. So there's something, probably I would say, over the next week or so, there's something that is still a little bit confusing, but more towards, the second week, the third week, from the time you're watching this video, more clarity will come to you. And it's very, very possible that there will be some kind of victory in terms of signing a contract, signing a deal with someone, or getting a confirmation about something. But this is going to be a very positive outcome, right, for your work this month. Remember what I said, Venus is about relationship, it's about management, relationship management, customers, clients, right? And her in the 10th house is telling you that this is a very, very important time to bring your allies and your partners and focus on collaboration. Very beautiful. Thank you so much. My pile number two, always remember this energy of Pegasus as your advice is always there helping you to overcome any type of difficulties, and you will overcome all the difficulties. Pegasus, flying horse, Mercury, flying god, and Sagittarius, which is a centaur shooting arrows, right? It's also about being futuristic and being what's the right word? Truth, right? Working towards truth, because Sagittarius is ruling truth. And you got the Ace of Sword, which is also a card of truth. Very, very nice. Love it. Love this energy, my beautiful pile number two. Remember, if you like the reading, please subscribe to my channel, like and share it with the people you care about. And I see you very soon in the next reading session. Wish you a wonderful new moon in Leo cycle. See you next time. Hello, my pile number three. Thank you so much for joining this video with me. You have chosen this magician, the magician that is making water magic, right? If you're feeling drawn to this photo, then this is a reading for you. Now, first of all, we're going to shuffle Oracle of the Celestial Deities. Let's have a look at what's your energy during this new moon in Leo cycle, all right? Thank you, universe. Sun, Pluto. All right, okay, interesting. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Now we're also going to pull one card from the Celestial Oracle of the Star Code. Okay. We have got Aquarius. All right. So dear pile number three, give me a moment. Let me finish the entire spread. And then we're going to talk about the cycle for you, okay, for this month. New moon in Leo. All right, what's happening? Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So point number three, family life. Okay. Home life, very, very stable. Okay. So this is actually a good thing that I'm seeing here. You got Ceres actually sitting in Taurus, very stable, very nice energy here. I'm not seeing any drastic change in terms of your location. You're moving, which is actually very, very nice. Okay. Let me also pull some other cards, right? See what's the overall guidance for pile number three. Wow, okay. So this card, the Anira, this card showed up actually in pile number one as well, okay? Just in case if you actually hesitated between pile number one and pile number three, I highly suggest that you watch both, okay, and take what resonates. All right, so let's talk about this, right? So apart from the home life, very stable, very, nurturing, very nice. I'm also seeing that actually in this month, there's some kind of divine help actually or support coming from your love life and relationship. Now, of course, pile number three, if you're already in a relationship, this could be saying that there will be someone who is very, very helpful to you. Okay, your partner might be very helpful. Your partner is helping you with something. Um, one of the things about this actually for pile number three is that you need to really let your partner help you. Okay. So what I'm actually seeing here is your partner might be able to give you some very important advice or sort of like give you certain information and or maybe they will try to convince you to do something, but there could be some resistance on your side, if you know what I mean, right? And feeling, oh, I don't need it, I don't want to try it, but actually your partner has great intention. I do think that you should be more open-minded about it. Now, if you are actually single or maybe you're talking to someone at this moment, but you are not sure whether this is going anywhere or if this is could be like a divine counterpart for the future, I'm actually not really seeing a very definite answer yet because this could go many, many ways. Okay. Now, the good thing about this is at least this person that you have in mind that you're talking to or whatever that is very helpful to you. This could be about someone you have a crush on, where you're curious or you're interested in them in some way. And this is also showing that this is feeding great energy for both of you. However, because this energy is a little bit flighty, meaning you're not going to get the result, right, of this flirtatious energy or this divine energy. It's just not ready there. So you might get a little bit annoyed sometimes. You might be playing this thing in your mind thinking, so what does that mean? Are we moving towards that direction where we are not? Right? This is very specifically shown with the a triangle energy with Juno, the Sun, and Jason. See, Juno and Jason sitting together is very mutually supportive and helpful. So this is the reason why I'm saying that your partner will help you, or the person, if you're dating someone, or at least if you're thinking about someone, this person is actually very helpful and very, very, they have great intention for you. Okay. But because your first house has got the sun, Apollo, this could be saying that maybe you want this to go in a certain way at a certain speed, but they might be at a little bit different wavelengths compared to you. So it may be you want this to go fast, but they want it to be slow, or vice versa. Maybe they want it to go fast, but you are not really ready. All right. So this could go either way. You also have got Orpheus sitting in the seventh house, which is great. Orpheus in Leo is very much about your creativity in love. So this could be about maybe you're dealing with someone who is very creative. You're dealing with someone who is very expressive, right? This person could be a musician, a writer, an author, anything to do with our creative expression, right? I'm seeing this some very, very mutually reciprocal energy there because the sun and the Orpheus sitting as a combination is also showing that both of you guys have a lot of appreciation towards each other, right? But it's just not really in a romantic way yet. Okay, so it's almost like we're still exploring. And also, because you got Jason sitting in the fifth house, Jason has a lot to do with foreign things, foreign travel, right? Things like that. So if you have any plans to, let's say, travel to a location with this person together or to see this person, I would highly recommend that you do that. All right. Jason is its energy is usually very well expressed through international travel. All right. Seeing new things, adventures, right? Things like that. Now, what I'm also seeing here is that group number three, there's a lot of learning actually that you're doing in this month. You have got Athena in Libra, okay, sitting in the ninth house. This card in the ninth house has a lot to do with learning knowledge, right, and mastering something that you are learning, okay? Wisdom coming to you. Literally, you've got the goddess of wisdom in the house, the ninth house, which is about higher learning. So this is also very, very good for you. I just feel that this new moon in Leo cycle could be a very refreshing month for group number three. Okay. Now remember earlier we have this card called the Anira insecurity. So this could be very much about actually the what's the right word, of the relationship part, right? So try not to feel insecure, try not to feel you're not good enough, try not to feel that things are, probably it's gonna go wrong. Or, being afraid that, someone you're interested in might not be interested in you. The two things I can guarantee you, group number three, is that first of all, I am actually seeing interest from this person. Okay. Secondly, even if this person will not end up with you, this is still a very, very healthy connection. Okay. So what I want you guys to do is to at least open your heart, right, towards this new connection, especially if you have some kind of admiration towards this person, because the Sun and Orpheus as a combination is very much about you needing to look for a relationship in which you and your partner are both admiring each other. So there's something that they respect you about, and there's something that you admire about them, right? And then the love comes from that mutual admiration. Right, very beautiful. This also looks like there's some kind of strong indication, right, about love and romance and connections, right? Very, very good. The other thing that I also want to say is that this person that you're dealing with, where you have a lot of interest in, because this person, whether it's a he or she, okay, it doesn't matter. This is a general reading. Athena in Libra, this could also be about maybe they're also dealing with some legal things. It's very, very possible that the person that you're interested in is going through some kind of legal things. Maybe they're going through a divorce, or maybe Athena in Libra could be about maybe they're dealing with some work contract, right? Contract agreement, law, right? Legal things, that's also possible. Yeah. And just let you know, in case they are dealing with anything to deal with, for example, divorce or legal papers, things like that, it will go well for them at the end. Okay. Now, money-wise, Pluto in Pisces, okay, not bad at all. Pluto is talking about you already have the enough money at this moment. You have your savings tucked away, right? You have got that, sorted out. So I think that's gonna be fine. You got Moon in Virgo actually in the ninth house, and this energy usually shows that sometimes it's not going to be like all the time, but occasionally you might just have a little bit of worry about how am I going to manage my finance in the future, right? This could be about maybe you're being overly analytical or overly kind of like meticulous, right? About calculating your finance. But I don't think this is going to cause any, major stress, right, for you. So what I want you to do is focus on creating your future rather than thinking about, worry about money, right, in the long run. Okay. Also not a big issue in there. Um, Work. Okay, now part number three. In terms of work, there's one thing that you might want to work on a little bit, okay, during this new moon in Leo cycle. And the reason is because you got Saturn in Cancer. Saturn usually shows that maybe there's not enough work at this moment. If you have a job, this could be about job going very slow for you, or maybe it's not enough. Maybe you want more abundance, right, in your work, but it's slow, or there's maybe not enough work for you to do. And you got Neptune in the 10th house, in the house of Scorpio, which says investigation. Okay, so what does that mean? Look, group number three, your career, there's still a lot of things you haven't discovered yet. If you have been doing a certain career for the past, I don't know, several months or several years, this card tells you that there's more things coming your way. And I have a very, very strong feeling that this work thing that you will be choosing has something to do with your spirituality. Okay. So this is not something completely like, banking, finance, be a lawyer, be accountant. It's not like that. The ruler of your 10th house is actually in the second house in Pisces, which is actually the energy of spirituality, design, art, music, dance, meditation, yoga, right? All these kind of things. So I have a very strong feeling there could be some major change and transformation you will need to go through in your career. And this transformation will actually give you a more spiritual component about your career in the future. Okay. One more thing that I want to say is that because your sun is in the first house in Aquarius, this tells me that you are actually way more talented than you think you are. Problem number three, maybe sometimes you undervalue yourself. This is a very important energy that I'm sensing from your spread. Sun is in detriment in Aquarius. So what does that mean? It means that you are the sun, you have everything to give, but somehow either that you are not ready to show you to the world, or This is saying that you might be feeling you're waiting for the right timing to show your talent. Let me pull a little bit more cards about this, okay? Let me just have a look at your career and your talents and how to develop that. I really feel there's a lot of potential there for group number 3, okay? So let's have a look. Thank you, universe, right? Let's pull 2 cards. One card jumps out exactly, okay? The Emperor. This is your ability to command your space and command your time and your everything, right? The Emperor energy is you being the emperor there. You make decisions about what you can do, what you want to do, and how you want to do it. Emperor has a lot to do with entrepreneurship, by the way. Okay, one more card, and we got the Hermit. Now, this card has a lot to do with understanding the self. Sometimes in the tarot, we see this card as the energy of self-reflection, right? Going very deep to search for that inner resource that you have, but maybe you have been unaware of. I love this energy. So you have both Emperor and the Hermit there. I think it's almost like maybe pile number 3, you are just take your time. Yeah, take all the time you need, but you are going through this period of time of self-discovery. Okay. And you're turning yourself into the Emperor through going through this self-reflection and understanding about who you are. And we're doing this reading for August, right? We're doing New Moon in Leo, which starts at the very end of July until the end of August. And I do think that around, it's a little bit like more than a little bit of months, but less than 2 months time. So more like end of August or even in September, you're gonna reach some certain understanding, okay, about your career and about what you need to do, what you want to do, and what is your future plan, and how you can use your power to be this emperor in your life. I just want to say one more thing about this. I think this is not just about you, okay, pile number 3. I think, well, you are truly embracing your inner emperor energy, you're going to benefit a lot of people, okay? It's not just you. You will be doing a great favor for the world, including, I think if you're looking for love, this is also showing that your partner, your future love, is also waiting for you to be that emperor. Okay, the reason why I'm saying this is because Juno is sitting in your 7th house, and Juno is the queen. Okay, it's a consort, right, of the emperor. Now, this card is telling you what you need to be. So there's someone waiting for you to see you shine, and they're waiting for you to be that emperor for them. And so, you know what you need to do. All right, very good. Now, 2 more cards, right? Let's have a look at what's the love effort, right? What's the love energy for your relationship, love, right? Dating, right? What's interesting, what's important for pile number 3. 2 cards as well. 3 of Cups, beautiful. And Chariot, okay. Pile number 3, this is a very important message. 3 of Cups is about celebration, okay? It's about friendship. I think there's a very strong theme about maybe you will need to, or maybe you are already a friend with this person in your life. Maybe you have been talking, you've been chatting. 3 of Cups is a lot to do with, socializing and being, friendship and, supportive friendship. It's a little bit like that. So if you're already a friend with someone and you have a little bit of feeling where you have a little bit of crush on someone, I think this is really telling you to take the courage to give it a go. Why? Because you got a Chariot after that. The Chariot tells you to go for it fearlessly. And don't worry too much about, but what if later, I can't do this and they can't do that, right? You will figure it out later, right? And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But Chariot, this card, is after the 3 of Cups. Pursue what you need, okay, with this open feeling there, because 3 of Cups has a lot to do with having an open heart. And then the Chariot is about your courage. This card also has something to do with travel, because the Chariot is literally a car moving forward. So remember I said about Jason, it's about travel. So again, if there's something related to international travel, where you need to fly to somewhere to meet someone, to see someone, right? And this person has some kind of, maybe, I don't know, friendship and romantic connection you're with, you probably will need to do it, because this is gonna, I just have this strong feeling that I feel like this is gonna open a lot of new doors for you. Now, let me just have a look. You got, okay. I'm just gonna pull one more card, right? Because I can see there's some kind of insecurity you might be having related to love. Maybe you're a little bit afraid. Maybe you're not sure. Maybe you're overthinking. It's a little bit like that. All right, we're just gonna pull one more card and see what's the love energy for group number revenge. Okay, so I'll tell you what this card means. Group number 3. If you are dealing with someone new, you need to let go of your past. This means that a lot of the concerns and worries that you have, or fear that you don't know whether you should move forward or not, is because the wound. It's because of the trauma that you had from the past, and you are not letting that go yet. Maybe in your mind, there could be a part of you worried that, are you going to treat me the same way as my previous partner? Are you going to lie to me? Are you going to hurt my feelings? Are you going to, damage me when I finally open my heart to you? Look, pile number 3. I think one of the things that we really have to do is to really release our past. We really have to understand that we can't keep using our wounded past as an excuse to reject the beautiful future that we have. And so this revenge card, Medea, has a lot to do with not letting go of the past. All right. So what we need to do is to bury that. Okay. Yes, we were hurt. We were abandoned. We were lied to. Okay. Whatever things that you experienced in the past, close that door, cut that out of your life, and believe in love again, and believe in the beautiful potentials that you can have with anyone new. All right. This is it, part number 3. This is a quick reading for you for the new moon in Leo energy. I wish you guys a fantastic month ahead of you, and I look forward to seeing all of you guys very soon in the next reading session. Have a wonderful month. See you next time.